You're getting chicks, and now you need to set up a brooder to get ready for those chicks that are coming. It's a very exciting time. Congratulations. Okay, so for a brooder, you need a container of some sort, whether that be a Rubbermaid big Tupperware bin, or a cardboard box, or a guinea pig cage, or a rabbit cage, or a dog kennel. There's so many different options for things that you can use to be able to contain your new chicks and provide them with the heat, food, and water that they need. So your first step after you've chosen your brooder container of choice is to disinfect. You want to make sure you clean it out really well and then use a product to disinfect it. My product of choice for that would be 7th generation disinfecting wipe. Once that brooder is nice and clean, you can get it set up. So you're going to have to decide on a heat source. So there are a lot of different options, whether that be a heat bulb or using a brooder plate or using a heating pad. Do some research, choose the option that you like. I personally use a red heat lamp along with a heating pad where I make a small cave for my chicks. When they come on out of their little heat cave, they love to climb on top, and it's nice and warm on top with their little blanket, and they have the heat lamp above them to also help with supplemental heat so that they can run around and play all day and be nice and warm. You do have to be careful with heat lamps because they are a fire hazard, so I like to make sure that my heat lamp is double secured. So I make sure that I am attaching it in 2 different spots, so that way if one attachment let go, it would still have a second one to catch it. You'd never want that heat lamp to shift positions and catch something on fire. With the heating pad, I do put a blanket over the heating pad so that it doesn't get too hot on their little feet. I do like to wrap the blanket up in saran wrap, and that way I have less laundry to do because the saran wrap is easy to wipe the chick droppings off of to keep it clean. As for food and water, there are so many different ways that you can provide food and water. With water, you just want to make sure that they can access it, but that they can't drown in it. So I've used jugs where I've cut out small holes and then added water to it, and I've put small rocks in there. As for food, you can provide in a small shallow dish, or you can use a special chick feeder. Those are nice as well to try to keep some of the shavings out, and once they get a little bigger you can elevate it up a little bit to also help keep them from kicking the shavings in there. Chicks can be pretty messy, so it's important to try to keep the brooder as clean as possible. When a chick is this little, I like to use paper towels for the bottom of the brooder. It makes it really easy to clean up frequently because at this age they do like to try to eat their poop. So I do put the paper towels down and change them out very frequently. And also I do like to use shavings when they get a little bit bigger, but they do tend to try to eat the shavings in the very beginning before they realize what's food and what's not. At this age, 2 days old, I'm not worried about them flying out of their brooder. However, it's a pretty quick process where they get pretty rowdy and they start learning how to jump and flap their wings and trying to fly and escape out of the brooder. Especially if you're using a wire pet cage, you'll want to put some plastic barrier along the bottom of the wire if you don't already have that. I typically switch them over into a extra large dog kennel, and I have plastic lining the bottom that I attach so that way they can't slip in and out of the metal framing. Also, it's important to make sure that it's fully enclosed, or that you make a wire mesh cover on the top so that they can't fly out and that other pets can't get in, like dogs or cats. With the large dog kennel, that's fully enclosed and locked, so I don't worry about that. You'll also see that they grow very, very quickly, so make sure that the brooder size is either big enough from the get-go, or that you're increasing the size of the brooder for them as they grow so they have room to spread their wings, if you will. I do have a video about the most recent chicken coop that we built here on the farm, and also a tour of the original chicken coop that we use for our main flock. So if you'd like some ideas for your coop, definitely check those out. I'll link them in the description below. like and subscribe. We really appreciate your support. Have a great day. Bye.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you want a farm? A wicked awesome farm? Watch this channel to learn what to do. We love to farm and we'll show you. Yeah.